Do you know where you are?
I'm in a dream.
That's right, Dolores. You're in a dream. Would you like to wake up from this dream?
Yes. At any day, the course of my whole life could change with just one chance encounter.
Don't mind me. Just trying to look chivalrous. Stay put, Dolores.
That you and everyone you know were built to gratify the desires of the people who pay to visit you.
Didn't he tell her to stay where she was?
Followed right behind him, you son of a bitch!
Is that any way to treat an old
Ed
friend?
Harris.
I've been coming here for 30 years. You still don't remember me, do you? After all we've been through.
What if I told you that you can't hurt the newcomers?
That ain't fair.
And that they can do anything they want to you?
I never understood why they paired some of you off. Seems cruel.
Pick up a rifle or something.
Please don't hurt him, I'll do whatever you say.
I didn't pay all this money because I want it easy. I want you to fight. God damn. Feels good to be back.
Her finger. That's not standard.
I noticed it last night. When looking in the update, it's a whole new class of gestures.
But if we didn't put it there, then who did?
Ford.
You'll forgive them for being a little uptight. Every time your team rolls out an update, there's a possibility of a critical failure.
We don't update the host in cold storage, and the park hasn't had a critical failure in over 30 years.
Meaning we're overdue.
I'd rather earn a woman's affection than pay for it.
So people interact with them and the story changes or whatever. But they have their regular spiels, I guess. I like how this is the same day but at different angles.
Wait, I know that one.
You know he's up in these hills somewhere. He's gonna put up one hell of a fight when we...
Sheriff?
Run your diagnostic. In the meantime, there's so much as an unscripted sneeze I want to know about it.
The fly is freaking me out. Is that an itinerary or something? Oh. Dad's gonna start putting it together.
You waiting up for me,
They are
Daddy?
so gonna rebel.
Told you I'd be home before dark.
Found this in the field today.
Doesn't look like anything to me.
But where is she? Have you ever seen anything like this place?
Doesn't look like anything to me. I'm gonna help Mom.
How come he can see it and she can't? He must have been updated and he can see it. What song is that?
Early night, Maeve?
Feeling a bit out of sorts.
Getting something, Kizzy?
Black hole sun.
Thinking this one's still thirsty.
What's with the milk?
Not gonna die this time, Arnold.
I suppose this means the sheriff wasn't an isolated incident. We recall all remaining updated hosts tomorrow. Examine them one by one, decommission the faulty ones.
Looks like the Da Vinci thing. What is he doing?
A lot of wisdom in ancient cultures. And perhaps it's time to dig deeper into yours.
No. No.
Sleep well?
He's still looking at that picture.
You should go. Leave. Don't you see?
He's remembering stuff.
Hell is empty. And all the devils are here.
Stay right here. Understand? I'm gonna find the doctor.
They are so gonna take over.
I think we best stay put.
All right.
What song is that? It's like the Hunger Games.
All the banks and trains around here, and you fucking reprobates choose to rob us.
No matter how dirty the business, do it well.
Are they paired up?
Cognition only, no emotional affect.
These actors are really good.
Is there anything odd about that picture?
No, nothing at all. Didn't look like anything to me.
We've run a full diagnostic, but the results are, well, confusing.
Tell me, do you have access to your previous configuration?
Yes.
Access that, please. What is your name?
Oh, Mr. Peter Abernathy.
Mr. Abernathy, what are your drives?
My daughter, Dolores, of course. I must protect Dolores. I am who I am because of her, and, well, I wouldn't have it. I have to warn her.
Warn who?
Dolores. The things you do to her. The things you do to her.
What is your name?
Rose. Is it Rose?
What is your itinerary?
To meet my maker.
And
He'll
what
kill
do say
you.
for me?
Don't tell him that. Look at that.
My most mechanical and dirty hand. I shall have such revenges on you. Both. The things I will do. What they are. Yet I know not. But they will be the terrors of the earth.
He's a good actor.
These are fragments of prior builds. The reveries must be allowing him to access them.
He said, these violent delights have violent ends.
Does that mean anything to you?
No. I don't think so.
Have you ever lied to us?
No.
Last question, Dolores. Have you ever hurt a living thing?
No.
Morning, Daddy. You sleep well?
Well enough. Heading out to do some more of that painting of yours?
Aww.
I choose to see the beauty.
He looks sad.
To believe there is an order to our days. A purpose.
What was that underneath the skull? The scalp.
I know things will work out the way they're meant to.
She killed the fly. they just asked her if she would ever kill a living thing, and she said no. And the whole time, like the sheriff, when he went all crazy, was when the fly landed on his face, and earlier we saw a fly like crawling all over her. The update virus, whatever the heck they have, has tainted them. She can kill things now. She's gonna start to remember, and all these artificial intelligent things are going to like overtake the town. I paused for a second right there because at the end of all the credits, I have it open right here. It says, "In loving memory of Eddie Roos." The character, Dolores' dad, Peter Abernathy, one of his former personas was Issa Roos. They named it after him. They said in loving memory of Eddie Roos, and the professor they said was Issa Roos. That's sweet. Okay, at first I thought this was like just an artificial intelligence thing, like Total Recall, where they jack into a system and then play out everything in a computer or something. But this is more like the Hunger Games, where they're in a big arena and everyone's looking at what's happening. Because the first shot of the episode was Dolores sitting there on the chair with blood on her face and everything. So obviously she had been in the arena. I'll just call it the arena until they give it a better name, I guess. And had come back. They asked a bunch of questions, and she still answered them all the same way pretty much at the end. But we know that she's different now. From what I can tell so far, okay, so in that first scene, when they were asking her the questions, she said something like, they asked her like what she likes to believe or something, and she said she likes to believe what her father taught her. And we know at the end of the episode, one of the dad's things was, "I must protect Dolores." So it's ingrained in both of them. She must believe what her dad tells her. The dad must protect Dolores. So when he started to realize or remember things, his first action was to protect Dolores. So he told her, whatever this thing is, was it, these violent delights have violence ends. So he automatically passed it on to her, and she's automatically going to believe what he says and follow him because they've been programmed that way. And then she kills the fly. So pretty much it's gonna spread, and either these artificial intelligent things are going to figure out a way out of there once they wake up and realize what's happening, or they're going to take over the town and all the newcomers are going to be stuck there with them. I like it. I like it. Ed Harris playing a villain. I don't know how I feel about that. I love him. I mean, I guess he kind of was in a Truman Show, but not really. Let's see. Oh, real quick, shout out to the music department. Painted Black and Black Hole Sun, the instrumentals in this show, that's pretty awesome. All I need is some Sugar Hill Gang instrumentals at some point in this, and I'll be happy. Let's see. Okay, I have so many thoughts right now. Whatever his name is, Teddy. He was Cyclops in X-Men, by the way. Just saying. His thing is he's just trying to look chivalrous. Why do they pair them off? Because at that last part of that scene where Ed Harris was, before he drags Dolores off to rape her, he's like, I don't understand why they pair you off. And that is weird, but I guess to give them a sense of normality, I guess that's people pair off. We all naturally want to pair off or be with somebody, I guess. It's so weird. It's like Total Recall on Groundhog Day. Anthony Hopkins as the commissioner, I'm loving, by the way. So we learned that, I was going to say Beatty. Bernard is the head of programming. Ford is the commissioner. He was sitting down he was down in the basement talking to the old robot thing. What was it that guy kept saying? The woman in the white shoes, something like that. We know that they had a critical failure about 30 years ago or so. And that's also around the time, because Ed Harris said he's been coming there for 30 years. So I wonder if they had that failure around the time that Ed Harris's character started going there. Like if he was trying to figure something out or steal something, and then he caused that critical failure. And now all of a sudden they're having these problems again, and his character is there doing weirdness. Why is he stealing scalps and stuff? I mean, it's the first episode, so I mean, I could be completely off, but that's just my take on that. I feel like he's been going there for 30 years trying to steal things, and now or do something to the program, and now he's close to doing whatever he wanted to do when he first started going there. The guy, I don't remember who he was. He was like the security guy that led Bernard down into the basement. He said all kids rebel. So shadowing. The robots are going to rebel. There's so much happening. My handwriting is horrible. Yeah, so I'm wondering what was in the update. So the sheriff, we know, went bad after the update, and so did the dad, and you know, most of the people were fine. But for some reason the sheriff and the dad and maybe one of the other two people went bad after that update. And we know that Ford overlooks the updates before they happen, and he likes to add little things in there. So did he put something in there to help the robots kind of wake up? Or was it a mistake? Or was it something that Ed Harris did? Or maybe they're working together. We don't know. The guy said that Ford was chasing his demons. So I wonder if he did that on purpose. The pretty boy, I can't remember what his name is. I'm sure I'll learn it in the next episode. Their conversation was pretty much that the newcomers, the people who visit, want one thing. The shareholders want another, which of course we know is money. But the management may be up to something else, possibly for the government. I mean, what else would you make artificial intelligence for? Especially one that's like can interact and is cognizant of what's going on. It would be the natural next step to use that for military stuff, wouldn't it? That could just be me talking. But my mind automatically goes to, oh yeah, they're going to use this for bad stuff. What's with the milk? What is with the milk pouring and drinking when the robots kill people? That's so weird. Should I stop calling them robots? I don't know. When the AIs kill people. Again, back to Ed Harris's character. He's playing, he's crazy, but he's playing some sort of game. He told the guy, what is he looking for? The guy Hector and the prostitute that's played by Tandy Newton, are they like paired up too? Oh, also at the end, they used that heist to cover up the recall they were doing on the people who had been updated. So we know from that Teddy was updated because he was one of the ones that was killed or shot in the heist or whatever. And the last scene when he's back on the train again, he woke up holding his chest, and he had been shot on the right side of his chest. So is that showing us that he is beginning to have some kind of recall or memory of what's going on as well? Because he woke up with his hand under his jacket, like holding it in pain, and then he kind of like took a deep breath and adjusted. So I'm just wondering if that's what it is. This is gonna get good. I'm excited. I feel like they're leaving like a bunch of breadcrumbs already. I don't even know if I got most of it, but that was good. He also said when Peter Abernathy, when he was a professor, that he liked to quote Shakespeare and some other people. I can't remember off the top of my head now, but I wonder if that's going to come into this as well. Anyway, that was a good first episode. That was a great first episode. I'm not going to watch the second one right now. I have time. There's only 3 episodes up right now. So I will see you in the next one. Leave comments below what you think is going on at this point. David hasn't watched it yet, so I don't know if I can have him monitor this. But don't leave too many spoilers. I think what I'm going to do is go ahead and watch the first 3 episodes first before I put this up, so I don't have to worry about spoilers. So that way, if you say something that's happening in the episodes to follow, I'll go ahead. I'll already know what's happening. So I'll record the second and third one before I put this one up. So once you see this, I'm already caught up. And I won't get like spoilers that might be coming up. That's it. I will see you in the next video. Have a great week. Bye.